Hey, Mark Brouker here, Brouker Leadership Solutions. Hey, I just want to announce, I think you know about the book, but the book is finally done. I've been talking about it for quite a while. Lessons from the Navy. I can actually show you a physical book for the first time. Kind of a big deal and a long project. And there's so many people to thank. Frankly, everyone I met and worked for and worked with in the Navy. I was in the Navy 30 years. I met thousands of people, worked for thousands of people. Those are the folks I want to thank. You gave me a lot of wisdom and a lot of pearls, and they're in the book, and I really, really appreciate everyone's help, especially the folks at Naval Hospital Bremerton, where I did my command tour. Thank you so much for everything I learned up and down the chain of command about leadership. And certainly my wife, Chris, without her inspiration, that book would not be done. So thank you, my dear. And of course, my publisher would say, hey, make sure you mentioned it's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all these other places. So thanks so much. Hey, today's a special day in the Navy, not a very happy day. It was 79 years ago that December 7th, 1941, we were attacked by the Empire of Japan. And it was a successful attack in Hawaii, as most people know. And it was surprised everybody, and it just demoralized the entire Navy, but certainly the staff in Pearl Harbor, because they failed in their mission. Admiral Nimitz goes out there about 3 weeks after the attack, and the ships were still burning. Bodies were still floating, literally coming up from the bottom of the harbor there. It was still a very, very depressing time. And everyone got together, and Nimitz walked in the room for his first staff meeting with his staff. And everyone expected to get fired. And he went in there and he said, I'm not going to let anyone go. I need every one of you. You're all good people. And we had a long battle to get through and a long war, and I need every single one of you. Well, I've read, and this is the second book I'm going to be writing on, is Nimitz, his leadership style. And everybody in that room, from that moment on, it just sparked optimism in them that they could get through this thing. And they gave them those words of encouragement, helped them. You know, the next 4 years, I mean, that was a brutal battle, and certainly in Europe too. But 4 years, these men were fighting a brutal battle. And there's not a lot of, I can't find a lot of literature on burnout. These folks were pretty resilient. And part of it was Nimitz's leadership style. He always encouraged his people. And they got through that war. You know, he had 2 million men under his command. In my research, I cannot find one person who says one bad thing about this guy. He created an intense culture of trust, and one thing he did was encourage. You know, we're in interesting times right now. And in your workforce, if you're hearing my voice, you may have some stressed out folks. You probably do. You may be a little burnt out. One thing every leader can do, it's free, it's impactful, and it'll help build a more resilient workforce, is give words of encouragement. All right, I'm out here. Keep safe, and we'll see you next time.